Mr. Forrest. How you doing, buddy? Did you eat those apples I left you last night? Huh? Did you eat those apples? You must have. They're gone. Yeah, you must have. They're gone. Yeah, I got you some stuff in there, buddy. You want to get? No, don't be moving those horns. Don't be moving those antlers around. No way. Don't you be moving those antlers. Get a little something to eat here. I get you some South Fresh and some corn. You can have a little bit of both. You can have a little bit of both. You just be nice, okay? You just be nice. So I'll be nice, Jimmy. See a lot of your buddies coming around out there. I see a lot of your buddies coming around. Yeah, there's TC. I see other guys running. People coming. They hear me out here. There comes out 3. Yeah, there's TC off out there. Yeah. Gonna be kind of a drizzly morning, they say. The only moisture out here so far is what's going off in the sprinkler system. There's all the little bucks. I guess I got all 5 of my bucks out here this morning. Hey there, buddy. How about some corn? I'm still not just 100% comfortable when you start kind of swinging those horns around a little bit. But I think you're good. As long as I got something in my hand. I think you're good, buddy. I think you're good. Said I'm not interested in fighting. Not interested in girls this morning. All I'm interested in is South Fresh deer food and corn. And a little corn. Well, I'll let a few more deer gather up here. I see them kind of running in from all directions. It looks like I've got 4 bucks up here this morning. And that may be, I can't tell what's coming up there. The woods look good. Beautiful. TC, way off out there. I see turkeys. Jimmy, you got to put your boat up. You left it outside for 3 days. You need to get it put in the building. You lazy hound dog. You lazy hound dog. Yeah. All right, guys and girls. Let's get this day started. We have bucks in the prayer circle this morning. It's kind of nice to have some deer in the prayer circle. We have 3 bucks there, TC and Forrest and a youngin'. It seems like the bucks are not really wanting to go to church quite as much if the ladies are not there. Is that kind of the way it is with humans also? The guys would not be quite so willing to go to church if the ladies were not there. But we have 3 deers in the prayer circle this morning, so that's kind of cool. And we got a little bit of different change in the weather. We got some moisture coming in. They say in the month of November, we had 2 tenths on November 1st. We had a half an inch, 0.5 on November 3rd, and we have not had a rain since. And here we are into December, and it's just terribly, terribly dry. We sure need some moisture. We'd take even some drizzles like they're talking about. They said a possible little thunderstorm tonight. We've heard that a lot. It hadn't happened too much. But the deer are, I believe, just pretty much through the rut. They're not running around too much. They're waiting around on food and just hanging around, praying a little bit, and having a great time, just being lazy. A deer doesn't have too tough a life once he gets through his main thing of making more babies for next year. I hate to disturb y'all. Y'all done so good out here laying in the prayer circle. Yes, you are. Didn't take you long to get up, did it, TC? Whitey said, I've already had something to eat, but I'll get up too. All right, everybody get up. Let's go out here and clang around a little bit and talk to these deer. We have 4 bucks out here this morning. We should have another one or 2 around. That's our pretty little 4-point. We got 3 TC. And of course my boy Forrest. Forrest is everybody's favorite now. He's the one that comes up and gets petted and gets a lot of personal attention. But these other guys are pretty special too. Yeah, we love you too. Yes, we do. We love you, little 4-point. He's actually got a couple little stickers, or a little sticker coming off one there. You know, it wouldn't be called quite a 5-point, but he's a big, fat, healthy thing, though. Look at that belly on him there. These deer are all in great shape. You know, they get awful lot of South Fresh deer food. They're just in great shape. And they are really high genetic deer. I mean, you know, sometimes the guys get a little disappointed when they see deer like this that only have little small horns this first year, but I'm going to tell you, these guys have got the possibilities and they got the genes in them to turn into something pretty doggone special, and they probably will. There you go, guy. There you go. There you go. Throw something out here by the road. We should have more deer running up here as I'm talking. I see deer running in the background. I see another deer running up here. We'll see what we started out with these 4 little bucks. We'll see what happens here in just a little bit. This is what is kind of special about the whole thing. You notice Forrest over there, he's saying, what are y'all hurrying for? I've already eaten a couple pounds of food this morning. Actually, a deer will eat about 2 pounds of deer food a day. I think that's what it is. Might be 2 pounds in the morning, 2 pounds in the afternoon. I don't really know, but they eat quite a bit. But a couple does come up here, and these does, the bucks are paying no attention whatsoever to them. They're just up here eating. They're having a great time. Spread the food out a lot. There you go, Forrest, my buddy. There you go, Forrest. Of course, you know, I throw the feed out, but this feeder's feeding 3 or 4 times a day. Now, all these weather changes around. We've had so much hot weather. I haven't had a flu shot this year. I actually went up to get my booster for my COVID booster, and went up when Chris and Sherry got theirs at the Cherokee Nation Hospital. They're incredibly beautiful new hospital. But I didn't have a chart, so since I didn't have a chart, I had to go to another area to fill a chart out. You know how that worked for me. I did not fill my chart out. I did not get my booster shot. But I'll get it sometime or another. I'm not anti-vaccine at all. I can remember standing in line as a little kid and getting sugar cubes for polio. We took shots for polio, smallpox, all kinds of things. Those diseases were wiped out. Hopefully, we'll wipe out these viruses, or the majority of them, or be able to take something that kind of prevents us from getting sick and dying from them. Obviously, they seem to keep mutating. But I also believe that if you do not want to take a shot, I think that's your right. I believe that 100%. I've never been too concerned about shots or stuff like that. I feel like God controls my body as long as I don't abuse it too bad. He'll let me live at least 77 years. I think he's going to let me live to be 95. And he's going to cure my beautiful wife, and she's going to be running around with me a lot. And I'm not going to have to be wheeling her around in a wheelchair. Well, we only had a couple of deer come up this morning. The babies are not showed up here. The babies are probably up around the pen somewhere, but they'll probably come around. 2 totally wild does showed up in here, but we haven't. Our little baby deer, we've been having 5 or 6 come around the last 2 or 3 days. They just showed up, found the house, but once they found the house, they'll be back. They will be back. But it's always great to take inventory every single day. We look around and see what we've got, and it's just, it's just nice. You know, I'm standing right here, 10 foot away from all these deer, really, 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 really close. And of course, to get that close to a giant buck, a lot of people never have that opportunity. And he's an older buck too. I think he may be as much as 6 years old right now. I'm not exactly sure. But I think he may be 6 years old this year. 7, could be 7 even. He's getting to be an old guy, but he's spreading his love around, I believe. And of course, my boy's my boy, Forrest. That is his first horns. I'd sure like to be able to show you one day what he looks like at 6 years old. Kind of a dreary, rainy day out here today, folks. We haven't had any moisture, but they say we're supposed to get some. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. The front yard, we don't know if this is the front yard or the backyard, to be honest with you. We bring the cars in on the other side, and we call that the circle, and we call this the lakeside. So we don't know if which one is front and which one is back. But the front yard is usually really well inhabited by deer a couple of times a day, and sometimes deer out there all day long. But as we look out here now, there's really only one deer out here this morning, which is kind of unusual. But one of the reasons is that the Bermuda grass is pretty much all gone. All the gray-looking stuff you're looking at there is Bermuda grass. The other stuff you're looking at, green, the majority of that, some of it's still Bermuda. There's another deer walking in right there. But it's clover, and a lot of people don't want clover in their yard. They don't like clover in their yard, and I know that's not good for beautiful yards and beautiful lawns, but it's great for the deer, and so I like clover. I like clover, I really do. And so that's what green is left, and the deer are still coming out here feeding on the clover a little bit, and I don't know, a lot of that will last a long time. Oh, looky there, here comes another deer, and that is Forrest right there. Forrest finally showed up. So we have a few deer coming. Oh, Forrest is not coming around for the clover. He's coming for the honey. He is not coming for the clover, he's coming for the honey. And the honey said, I don't think so. Forrest, my man, you still have a girl you're after, huh? Oh, my goodness. She didn't like the looks of you. You need to comb your hair or something. Probably need to get it cut, Jimmy. You need to get yours cut. What do the girls think about you? Well, some of them like it and some of them don't, Forrest. What can I say? But she took off running from you. That's all right, pal. I've had that happen to me, too. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You just have to keep trying sometimes. He said, tell me about it. I've been chasing her over this 2,000 acres forever. Tell me about it. He hasn't taken him a bite. He didn't come out here for the clover. He came for the honey. Well, Forrest, what I'm going to say, you got to get her in high gear, take off looking, because some other boy will probably be looking for your honey as well. Well, the babies were not at the house today. I haven't seen them at all, and here they are. They're out here in the woods. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the beautiful little babies right there. And I see one yellow tag in the right ear, and I see a blue tag in the right ear. So it looks like we got 2 of our boys there. And that boy right there that's looking at us right there, you see how much bigger he is than all the other deers? Look at that boy right there. He's on the outside, going back to the right now. You look how much bigger he is than all those other deer. And you look how big the nubbins are on the side of his head. Now that one over there to the right, that should be a boy also. He's got a tag in his right ear. So the girls have got the tag in the left ear, the boys in the right ear. So he should be, but now he's not going to have near the antlers this coming spring as what that big boy will be. That yellow tag back there, you can see how big those knots are. Those are just nubbins, but you can see how big they are on the back of his head. That's a little girl loving around on him there. The one back behind is with the blue tag. Should be another buck. He is. I can see his back off over. He's over there. Just barely see him. You can see his nubbin sticking out there. Now, he could have some pretty good sized ones, too. But now, these deer they could be from Whitey. They could be from Bazooka, Cyclops, or Bubba. They're all out in the wild now, and we have no way of knowing for sure what pen they were conceived in. But they're just beautiful. They're fat. They're surviving really, really good in the wild. We turned those loose in early October. So now they've been out here now for 2 months and just doing beautifully. They're just as fat as they can be, enjoying the outside. They're coming to the house. They have finally found the house. They like to hang around the pen up here, and one of the reasons is, you don't have to see the blue tag in that little deer's which ear it is to know that he's a boy. But you can see that, and some of these girls will probably have been bred, and some of them will have babies. If we can find any of them that have babies, we will take the baby away from them, because it only has about a 20% chance of living in the wild on a deer that's only just a few months old, like these little girls are. But they're big girls, and so they could be bred both by native deer and some of our deer that's been raised in the pen, like Forrest. And a perfect deal would be if Forrest would bred some of these deers. They're all going on the alert. Something coming in out there. I don't know what that is, but we'll shine out in the woods and see. I don't see anything. Oh, there we go. It's another deer. Another one of the babies. Actually, another one of the babies. Heard me talking up here. So that's 7 of the babies we have right here. So that's a third of what we turned loose. And that's a doe, and she's limping. Don't know what's wrong with her, but Apache told me there was one little baby doe that was limping. And that's her right there. She was at the house the other day, Apache said. Don't know what's wrong with her. She's coming up here pretty close. I'll take a look at that leg. There's not really anything you can do about it, but she's getting along pretty good. But she's hurt in some way. Hopefully she'll stay around the house. And that's a pretty little bunch of deer right there. That's 7 babies, 7 of the 21 we turned loose right out here in the wild. Beautiful deer, beautiful little deer right there. There's 7, that one walked in on us. 7 of the 21 babies we turned loose are right here. So hopefully maybe they might follow the mule back to the house. If they do, well, I'll feed them. They haven't been around the house at all today. I think they might have been there yesterday, I can't remember. But they're beautiful, 5 little does, 2 little bucks. And look what has happened. Look what has happened. The little guys and girls run up here with me. They're looking around trying to find them something to eat. It looks like, I don't know if I had, how many of them I got come up. I had 7 down there. I don't know if they're all up there. 2 or 3 of them just come running. I've got 3 there. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There comes a little buck in. So all the little deers come up, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That little buck. I got, anyway, it looks like, oh, here comes another one coming up. That's the Limpy right there. Comes Limpy. I guess we name her Limpy. She's a little bit slower than all the rest of them because she's limping. Come on, baby. Come on in here, baby. Come on in here. She's walking across the road right there. She's limping. She's got a hurt leg, but she's doing her best. Come on, Limpy. Come on, baby. Come on in here. I'm getting ready to get some food out here. Yeah, I'm getting ready to get some food. So this was pretty good. These are like the Pied Piper. These babies just followed me back. And of course, Ot 6 there. Ot 6, who's now turned into Ot 3. He doesn't worry too much. He doesn't go very far from here. He's hanging around. They're looking at Beamer over there. They're watching Beamer. Look at him, watch Beamer. Look at him, look at him. Look at him, they're all watching. Stay, Beamer. And Beamer's just going to lay down over there. They're watching Beamer. Beamer come walking. I told her to stay. She laid down. But they're all on full alert. They've adapted to the wild, obviously, very well. Because Beamer could be a coyote or a bobcat trying to catch them. Let's see what happens when I start getting some feed out of here. Limpy's just about to finally make it over here. Hi, guys. My guess is that I don't know how far. There you are, Ot 3. There you are, baby. There you go. There you go, babies. There you go. I gotta get me a scoop for out here and get rid of this coffee can. I spread it out all around because they get kind of aggressive. And comes another deer running in from out there. I'm just kind of moving my camera around. I don't know really what it's pointing at. I'm just kind of enjoying all these deer coming in here. Comes another one coming in from that direction over there. So pretty special anyway. I don't know how many deer we have here, but it's quite a few. Quite a few. I'll try to count them here. Try to count them here in a second. Now, this is kind of going out in the woods and bringing these deer in. They followed my mule. Let me see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm thinking 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. Got 13 here. And that's without TC and Forrest and a couple of the other bucks. This is mostly the babies. The babies are looking beautiful. They're just looking incredibly beautiful. And there is a good close-up. There's a good close-up of that little buck. And you can see how big his nubbins are. And look how wide and far apart they are. They're really out on the side of his head more than they are on top of his head. I think he's got an opportunity to be something special. Now he has to make the winter and get into springtime so he can, those antlers can start growing. And hopefully we've got him tamed down enough to where he'll be coming around quite a bit. Another little buck right there in the middle, and you see his. Pretty good too, really. Actually pretty good. He's right there in the middle between those two little does. Now he's not near the size. He's not near the size. In fact, he's really about the same size as those two does. But the guy over there, you notice he's quite a bit larger. He's got a bigger body, and he's going to have bigger horns. Absolutely no doubt about it. That's the only two little bucks there. You remember we only had 5 bucks, and I think we might have lost one of those after we turned them out. So, but these 2 bucks right here, they both look like they're going to be pretty good ones. That one there's not bad at all. Not bad at all. That's the big one. So it'll be interesting to see when springtime gets here and those nubbins turn into some pretty big horns. Back right out of here. Look at all these babies around here feeding. 13 of them in all. We'll pan through here. A real quick, easy look. 1 or 2 over there behind that tree, I believe. That's pretty special right there. I'm standing just a few feet away from all of these deer, and they know.